Hey y'all, it's Jess here from Jesslyn Coaching and Healing. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, please make sure you subscribe for more content and hit that like button if you enjoy this video today, tonight, this evening, wherever you are in the world. I've decided to get on and share a little bit about my experience with hypochondria, aka health anxiety. So, growing up, I experienced a lot of losses. When I was a young girl, my grandpa died of cancer. When I was a little girl, my mom had a mini stroke. She was partially paralyzed and did a lot of things on the floor while I was a tiny tot. And throughout the years, I started to notice that people would get attention through sickness and injury, things related to physical ailments and whatnot. I had an experience with my brother having a really bad asthma attack, which led him to going to the hospital, near death experience. My sister was exposed to carbon monoxide and also got hit by a car in front of me. So, two different incidents with her. And then my baby sister, when she was an infant, had to go to the hospital and have emergency surgery on her abdomen for some things. And I unconsciously, because I was not conscious of it, thought, I feel left out and I am different. There's something wrong with me, and why aren't these things happening to me? So then, when my aunt died of cancer very young, she was, I think, 36, it activated something in me where I started to obsess about my body, but like looking for signs and symptoms of illness. And it was almost like I was trying to manifest sickness to fit in with my family, to get attention, to belong, to have acceptance, to be like the people around me, the people closest to me. And for many years, I would go to like multiple doctors. I would study Dr. Google. I would do so much research that at one point I felt like I could be a doctor myself. But it was like no matter how much they told me, it didn't help me. It didn't feel better. And it got to a point where I was manifesting my way out, is what it almost seemed like. It was like I truly believed like I was gonna die. Like this is how it's gonna be, and this is my way out. And I started to get testing done in 2018, I believe, and I was starting to manifest changes in my blood work, weird symptoms, and doctors were starting to actually be concerned. And I swore, I was like, this is the end. I'm gonna die just like my aunt did. I had this like story going on. It was unconscious and then it became conscious. And I I was like, this is it. And then I got pregnant with my daughter. And then that put a halt to the hypochondria a little bit, but as soon as I had her, it returned and it was like the worst. I was going to the ER. I was spending many, many hours trying to convince doctors I'm dying and something is wrong with me. And COVID hit. And then it was like, okay, now you can't just go see doctors. Everything's virtual. And then I was like, you know what? I'm done. Like this is not fun. I don't enjoy this anymore. I want to live. I realized like during this pandemic, I wanted to live. I chose to live. And then all of a sudden, all these things started shifting around me. I became a Reiki practitioner. I divorced my doctors pretty much. And I decided to have this like total rapid change, total transformation. I freaked people out because it was like a total 180. But I decided I wanted to live and I decided that I wanted a different experience. It didn't happen overnight. I was afraid. I was like, well, now that I understand the laws of the universe, now that I understand what I think, what I believe will create my reality, those are the things that I will manifest. So is this going to catch up to me? And I would loop on that and I would freak the fuck out about it. So I found, Neville Goddard and I found the law of assumption. I already knew the law of attraction and I started to change my inner beliefs. I started to change my concept of self and I started doing revision and I changed how I experienced the things I experienced. So now I can talk about it and I don't get all fired up. I don't feel that same worry and anxiety that I used to when I talked about it. And I haven't had those symptoms in years. I don't even take Tylenol, Advil. I don't take any painkillers. I don't take pharmaceutical medications. I don't do any of that stuff, and I'm in a much better place now. So I want to invite you to really get totally honest with yourself about who you are right now, who you are identifying as, how you choose to show up in the world. What are you thinking about? What are your most dominant thoughts, beliefs, and experiences every day? If you're not enjoying what you're experiencing, you can change. You have to change within, and you can have a whole new world. You don't have to be the one with hypochondria. You don't have to be the one addicted to drugs or alcohol or suffering. You can change. You can change. Anything is possible. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and please do share in the comments your own experience and know that it can get better. Ask and you shall receive.